Scerch.
In fact, if you wanted to misspell search,
Yes.
if you wanted to spell search wrong, that's how you do it.
Yes, perfect. That's why sometimes when I Google Scherch, I mean, this is a difficult last name. I mean, I was supposed to be Italian. I'm Italian, but this is like Austro-Hungarian, so it is misspelled everywhere in the world. So you read it in Italian, you read it like Scherch, like shark, Scherch.
Right.
But so if you Google Scherch, you sometimes you see like a search misspelled.
Oh, that's the story of your life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Recording. And we're back between two Yetis at the LMC Broker Open House with Fabrizio. I'm resisting doing it. Fabrizio Scerch.
You made it.
But not quite. How you doing?
Almost. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Now, you've left Benetti.
Yes, I left Benetti.
After how many years?
After almost 9 years.
Are you allowed to leave?
You're right. It was a very difficult decision, actually.
Because I know they're not. It's not mafioso, but it's it's part of the family. You're leaving the family.
Yes, right. You're right. That was a very difficult decision.
Yeah.
But it took me along, but this was the right one. Absolutely.
Right one.
Yes, absolutely.
So where are you now?
I'm at Camper and Nicholson.
Which apparently is not English anymore.
You see the famous Italian team you mentioned before is moving in the English community now. Like I know there's a bunch of people from Italy now working at Camper and Nicholson, right?
It's starting to take over.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. Anyway, besides that, I mean, this was the next step, the natural next step. Like
what do you do?
I manage the U.S. operations here. And so
you're
I'm
head of campus.
Yes, I'm the head of campus here in the States.
Oh,
yes.
wow!
And so I was excited to look after all the rest of the services. When you work for a shipyard, you don't see like all the charter, yacht management, crew placement, all the other services, including the brokerage boats. Because when you work for the shipyard, the priority and the objective is to sell new builds.
Yeah.
And when you are with a brokerage house, I mean, you see the rest of the market, like all the brokerage boats. You see all the service.
So, having been in Benetti for a decade, and then all of a sudden, is it just like
that? That's true. It is absolutely like that. The good part is that even though you see like 90 degrees out of the 360, that 90 degrees is very much important because that is a knowledge that. It is very rare to find in the brokerage community usually. Like, I don't mean it is something unique. I mean when you did that for many years, you're very used to do that. So how to build a new boat, how to negotiate a real contract rather than a standard MOA, a 2 pages MOA, few pages MOA.
No idea what you just said.
Yeah, I mean the contractual side.
Okay.
I mean. And then all the building process is very important. By the way, this is one of the strength point of Camper and Nicholson worldwide now. We're trying to push hard on the new build division. Since
are they still making boats?
Say it again?
They're not making boats anymore.
No, not anymore. Actually, that is where Camper and Nicholson started. So there's a lot of very famous J classes boats.
When I was growing up, campers, because
you're
English.
Right. Yes, you're right.
Camper and Nicholson was one of the main shipyards in England.
Right. Yeah, and the heritage part. I mean, we are very.
You've been like 1800s or something.
Yes, 1872, and after like 200 years, so like at the end of 60s, beginning of 70s. The company moved the core business toward the brokerage basically. So they started with brokerage and then became the new core business. So I mean
is that because there's no money in making a boat?
I mean that's not even true. It is. I mean they're two different businesses basically. I mean.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of risk in building a boat.
Definitely yes.
Yeah.
Definitely yes.
Which Benetti and Azimut seem to have really cracked how to do it well, but everybody else seems to struggle.
Listen, it is
Not
a difficult it is a difficult business, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, because you gotta build a boat, then most of the times you gotta
Warranty the boats.
yes, and before warranty the boat, you gotta sell the boat, sometimes you gotta manage to trade in boats, then you gotta warranty the boats. I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah. So how did you start at Benetti then? Were you on the production line?
When I started Benetti, actually I started for Azimut Grande, which was somehow a startup. Basically, the decision from the company was to split the whole range of Azimut. Above 100 footers were not sold through the dealer network anymore. And we wanted to focus together in selling boats with a different, let's say, business model through brokers and through direct sales, basically, not only through dealers. So I started there, and then with Azimut Grande was moved below Benetti because of the same business model, and then I stayed with Benetti. After like 3 years and a half there in Italy, I moved here in the States.
So you've always sold boats.
Actually, no. I started with cars.
Really?
Yes, cars in the car industry in the beginning. Yes.
It's the great Italian heritage, isn't it?
By the way, yes, I started with the Fiat Group, and there I did everything. Like basically, I did manufacturing, then I did purchasing, and then I did sales.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Wow. When did you come to America then?
I did like around 8 years there in the car industry, and then by coincidence I moved into the yacht industry.
Blimey. Do you ever tally up how much you've actually sold in your life? Do you have I've sold $1 billion.
I never counted. No, never counted.
I would count.
I'll let you know then.
Yeah, it's like your air miles. How many have you actually done?
I can tell you I'm happy in general. So it is not only a matter of selling boats, it is a matter of...
there's more
yes,
to it now.
yes, it is. It is a lot. Also, what we did here in Benetti in the past. I mean, we basically opened up the office here. There were no office here until 8 years ago. So we opened the sales office in the Quay and service office exactly here at the Lauderdale Marine Center.
Yeah.
And anyway, now we are developing Camper and Nicholson, hopefully with the same great results. With Camper we have several offices here in the States.
You're down in Miami, aren't you?
We have an office in Miami, yes, in Bricklebay Drive. We do sales only there.
Okay.
Then we do charter only in New York, and then we do sales and charter both in Fort Lauderdale and in Palm Beach.
Good Lord.
Yeah. It's interesting.
A
lot of stuff.
Campus has such a special place in my heart.
Really? Mine too, and this is one of the reasons.
Was it Atlantide?
Was
I think
that?
they refitted it.
I don't know this.
It was
J class?
no, it was one of the little boats from the Normandy landings in the Second World War.
Yeah.
And it was refitted for barcode guy. You were in Maltese Falcon. Why can I not remember his name?
Don't remember his name.
But he owned Atlantide, and I think Campers did that.
I mean, I couldn't believe it.
This is back in like '94.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It was.
And we now want to push on the heritage side of the brand. Even though we don't produce any boat anymore. But I mean, that is an important part for us. Like, I mean, that's an heritage.
Yeah, there really is.
Yes.
There really is, and it's still British.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
Even though it might
absolutely.
be
And and it is difficult losing to English.
You haven't lost. You've joined us.
True.
Pleasure to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Which office are you in?
I'm around.